I walked around my base and gave it one last look, and I said goodbye, because it may be the last time I ever see this again. I gave everything one last glance, even my cows. To end off day 47, I got some rest. The next day was a massive day, the Ender Dragon fight. Day 48, I checked through my inventory and made sure I had everything I would need for the Ender Dragon fight. One wrong move here and everything could be all over. Everything I've worked hard for so far. But that didn't stop me. I threw my Eyes of Ender in the air and I was ready to go exploring. At one point I had to set sail across the ocean. It wasn't ideal, but it had to be done. Finding this stronghold took multiple days. In fact, the Eyes of Ender were pointing me in every direction possible, until I came too close that the Eye of Ender couldn't go anywhere else apart from directly above the stronghold. I dug straight down, and here it was. For day 52, I pretty much spent that day exploring the stronghold and was able to come out with some pretty good books. And then it was time. I prepared the end portal, and everything was beginning to seem real. I drank both of my potions, and there was no turning back now. I entered the portal calmly and went up to the Ender Dragon fight. This was it. At first, my aim felt a bit weird, but as the battle progressed, I became more and more confident. My aim was incredible. Most of my shots were accurate, but the Ender Dragon was too fast for me. I had to get rid of the end crystals before it was too late. All my bow shots were pretty accurate until the end. I had a massive struggle trying to get one of them. I fired my bow and there it was, the final end crystal. I glanced around and there was no more to be destroyed. It was time for the Ender Dragon fight itself. The Ender Dragon was quick, but not quick enough. In fact, I was able to get a small glass of its dragon breath. It came down to the middle and I attacked its tail. This was the easiest way I was going to get rid of this. Luckily for me, it came down again and I was able to finish off the battle. There it was, the Ender Dragon, disintegrating in front of my eyes. I felt victorious. I grabbed the egg, and look at that smile on my face. I was happy, but not happy enough. I needed elytras. I went into the end city and looked around. After a while of exploring, I found one, and I was scared it didn't have a boat, until I glanced over to the left, and there it was, the end ship. This contains an elytra which would change the whole way I could move around in this game. I swung my pickaxe and got entry under the boat. I was able to take the elytras and also some valuables in the chests. I equipped the elytras and debated whether I should leave the end city, but no, I needed to loot it. The shulker boxes that were in the end city were too good to pass by, but after that, I then decided to head home. There it was, day 66, I had the Ender Dragon head. I placed it on an armor stand and gave it some clothes. Day 67, I used that time to enchant some more and got a sword. And day 68, well, I had elytras. And I got a bit too excited. From day 69 to 74, this is my time to build. I had a bunch of creativity that I need to let out, so I built a bridge from my house all the way to the farm island. I also built a bit of a better house for the cows and some cool pathways. I also made space for a potato farm and also a wheat farm. And also, because enemy creatures were able to get on my island, I built a massive wall surrounding it. And there it was. By day 74, I was really happy with my base, the outside and the inside. I pretty much had everything I need, but I wasn't finished yet. I had two other goals to get done, the netherite and also the wither. These weren't going to be easy, so I got to work. Well, now was the time for me to prepare for my next goal, and that would be the wither battle. So to start day 75, I went through and enchanted a sword to try and get looting, because to get wither heads, you need really good luck or you need a really good sword. After using plenty of XP and lapis, I was able to get a looting too, but it wasn't good enough. But I had to deal with it. Being only level 28, I wasn't able to do another level 30 enchant, so I decided to go into the nether with a looting 2 and test my luck. As I entered the nether portal, I went straight to the fortress and was able to pick up my first witherhead pretty quickly, but between days 77 and 84, I spent a very, very long time attempting to get all of the witherheads. I battled plenty of angry withers and was getting unlucky every single time. This left me with only one thing to do. After exploring the fortress and realizing this looting 2 wasn't going to cut it anymore, I went back to do some more enchanting. Seeing as all I had to do was get 2 looting 2s to combine to a looting 3, and then combine the 2 looting 2s to make a looting 3,